In the trolling motor market, Garmin released the Kraken, John, what, 2 years ago? Last year?
It was a year ago, yep. Year ago, ICAST. We released the first 3 models that we came out with.
John Spiddle is with Garmin, and the folks at Garmin have gotten into, they've got their Kraken, but you've got also a new model this year.
We do. So we have a brand new 48-inch shaft length in our Kraken trolling motor. It comes in white or black. The black one, we actually include a GT56 transducer. Okay. So you get traditional chirp, clear view chirp, and side view chirp built into that one.
So this is a great saltwater option, folks who are loyal to their Garmin product, because you've got that network capability as well with your unit. With your
we
Garmin
do,
unit.
so we can control the Kraken through any of our EchoMap units or our GPS map series. So if we want to go ahead and turn it on, we want to increase prop speed, we have complete control through our Garmin units.
Right there at your helm station.
And more.
So, well, more I wanted to ask you about, because you've got something unique called this smart anchor system?
Yeah, so we can smartly anchor the vessel depending on if we're using, let's say that we want to integrate with power pole. So it will be smart enough to know if we're in shallow water and we can utilize the power pole to hold us on that spot, the power pole will deploy, or power poles. If we want to move and we're going to use our remote control and we're going to move in 5-foot increments with these arrows, and I want to move, let's say 15 feet here, 1, 2, 3, and 15 feet to the right, and now that depth is, let's say, 40 feet, my Kraken trolling motor will put on anchor lock. Okay. Power poles will stay stowed, and we'll hold our position with the Kraken trolling motor.
Is that all kind of what, with the remote control, that's all done?
Yep, and based upon depth below it. Okay. So with that, we know what depth we're at and what our power poles can hold us in, what depth, and then when we're going to turn on the Kraken trolling motor to hold.
The new shaft length, when is that going to be available?
So we're probably looking at a month or more that we'll see those.
So we're looking at the end of summer 2024.
Yep, we'll start shipping those.
Speaking of Garmin and the electronics, I thank you for that. But let's go take a look at something new for ice fishing and talk a little bit about Livescope as well. We talked about the ice fishing bundle, the Panoptix, right, Danny?
Yep.
This is Danny Thompson with Garmin. I did fish this a couple of years ago at ICAST. Really very unique. This is an exclusive ice fishing bundle?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the new PS22 ice fishing bundle, and basically we're bringing some really cool technology into the ice fishing world by getting rid of the pole mount, trying to get smaller, lighter, and more compact, so when we're hole hopping in 30 below weather, we're able to move and do that a lot easier. So, we've had the Livescope ice bundles, now with the Panoptix ice bundle, and the cool options this has, we can have either a 12-degree cone angle with the lens on, or we can go to a 57-degree cone angle with the lens off. So a lot of cool technology built right into this ice bundle.
Obviously, ice fishing is huge in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of our folks in the Northeast are into ice fishing when we can get some safe ice. It was very difficult last year. But if we're looking at this, when is this going to be available?
This is going to be available now. So you
right
can
away.
actually get on the Garmin website and start ordering these now.
Take a look at this now, pray for ice. But the other thing that I just really quickly, going back to the saltwater side too, Livescope is another game changer in the technological world here. This is what this looks like. What are we looking at here, Danny?
Yeah, so Livescope's really cool because it's so clear and you have so much clarity. So if we look here, we're at 0. That's where the transducer would be. And we're looking as far as 45 feet out in front of us right now. We've got a flooded tree with a bait dropping down right there. And you'll see a crappie come up and actually eat that bait here in a second. Right there, and now he's reeling that fish
just hanging out underneath there.
So it's real time, good clarity, and you're just able to really learn a lot about what's going on down there, which in turn helps you catch a lot more fish, which is great.
So these are the new technology things, and we've been talking a lot about it in all of our weekly segments here at the Fisherman magazine from ICAST 2024. All this talk about technology and all the new baits and rigs. This is what we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Garmin, Danny, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.